These guys will die. They're like skeletons. They're like zombies. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are you all doing? My name is Echo. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today's video is a brand new update for Minecraft Pocket Edition, the Bedrock version, and this is version 1.6.0. Finally, we have Phantoms available. Now this update has fully released for iOS, Android, Windows 10, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch, but there's a slight issue. They introduced this version and Phantoms are broken. I'll explain everything in today's video. And yes, I'm still a derp. And guys, I apologize if I sound different today. I'm starting to lose my voice. I sound like a really husky old man. But nonetheless, we've got a lot of changes to go through. I will leave the official changelog down below in description. I recommend checking it out because they have done a lot of changes. They've introduced a lot of features. They've changed some mechanics. And I'm going to do my best to try and explain it to all of you. So let's go through the basics, which is at the top of the changelog. Minecraft 1.6.0 Bedrock. New features. Phantom mobs will now spawn in the night skies if a player hasn't slept in over 3 Minecraft days. Please note that there is a bug currently where phantoms may not swoop down. We will be fixing this bug as soon as we can. So they don't quite work, and I'll show you why. They introduced barrier blocks. So barrier blocks are great for map makers to limit players to certain areas. Can be placed in creative mode and are invisible in survival and adventure modes. Can only be obtained by using commands and do not appear in the creative inventory. Changes. Menus and inventory tabs can now be navigated using the weird symbols. Pages can now be turned in the book and quill using controller bumper buttons. Personal game mode is now set to default game mode option. Added the Do Insomnia game rule to toggle phantom spawning when commands are enabled. Added fresh icons to game invite and achievement notifications on Switch. Adjusted mouse sensitivity import. That's like not all of it. There is like 4 or 5 more pages worth of changes, but there's no point in me going through them all right now. I'll let you guys go through them. So I want to go into a game here. I created this world, which is MCPE 1.6.0. And I want to go through all the changes. So yes, as you can see, I've adopted the derp. I don't know what it is. I just really enjoy this. Somebody made the skin for me, so I decided that that's what we're going to use on Windows 10. So I've created a small area here to go through some of the changes. Again, there's a lot more that did change. These are kind of the important ones, I believe. So the first thing that I want to show you guys is, of course, the phantoms themselves. Now, I'm just going to do / effect @ p night _ vision, and we're just going to do this for quite some time. So we do / time set night. In fact, before we do it, I'll show you guys the reason why it needs to be nighttime. These guys will die. They're like skeletons. They're like zombies. They will burn in daylight. And at this moment in survival, these guys just go up and 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 up, and they'll just disappear. They will not attack the player at this current moment, but I'm told by developers 1.6.1 should be releasing this week. They will die eventually. They do drop XP, and they do drop something else, which is useful as well. But I'm pretty sure the drop only happens when you kill them rather than when they die. So we do / time set night. So again, these are called the mobs of the night sky, aka the phantoms. They normally spawn in groups of 4. Going from the Java version, they would normally spawn in groups of 4, which is 1 to 4, should I say. And they spawn only after I think it's 3 to 4 Minecraft days that you don't sleep. So it needs to be full cycles of where the sun's gone down, come back up, down, up, etc. And the reason why I'm in like a mountain area is because this is where they spawn. If you're in the plains biome, you're in just a normal biome like this, they will not spawn, they will not attack you. They will spawn in this area. And the best way for me to find them at the moment is using the Elytra. I've been using it in my survival world and just flying around. But yeah, this is the heights that you're going to find them, the mob of the night sky. And like I said, they do drop something useful, and that is known as the phantom membrane. So if I grab myself a sword, if we're lucky enough, we might get one from them. I'm going to have to be quick here, because these guys spawn quite fast. Come on. This guy is going to get it. He's going to get it. And he didn't drop anything. So they will drop XP as well. Let's just spawn a couple more of these. Come on. Did he drop it? No, he didn't even drop it. It may take some time for me to get this then. Nope, still no sign. Oh yeah, there is. There's one on the floor. I'll kill this guy anyway. Okay, so this is what you are now going to be looking for. There is a reason why you want to not sleep all the time. and that is for this thing, which is known as the phantom membrane. This is going to be useful for 2 reasons. One, this is the only way you can repair the Elytra now. You cannot repair the Elytra using leather. However, if you're smart and you have the Elytra, you can still repair it with mending and unbreaking, which is the best way to do this. But if you guys don't have mending or unbreaking and you have yourself an Elytra, you cannot use leather anymore. So if I just grab myself some leather, this used to be the way that everybody used to do it. You'd put this inside of here, one of these inside of here, and you'd repair it. You can't do it anymore. You need the phantom membrane. So if this goes inside of here, it is going to be repairing your Elytra. However, if you have mending and unbreaking, the chances are you're not going to be using the phantom membranes for repairing this. There is another use for it, and it's a potion. So obviously you need to create the awkward potion, which is just 3 water bottles and the nether warts inside of there. Put this inside of here, and this is going to create the slow falling potion. The slow falling potion is basically like any other potion. It comes in multiple forms: arrows, splash potion, lingering potion, the drinkable potions. There is tons of different variations, and we will go through these as well. So let's just quickly wait for this to be brewed. Come on. As you guys can see, by default it has 1 minute 30. It can be increased, and to me this reminds me of like being like a chicken. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change my game mode. I'm gonna drink this, and we're gonna do / game mode S. And what it does is it does the opposite of, they're actually attacking me. That's the first time I've actually been attacked by them. Because apparently they're not meant to do that. I wonder if he's going to come down then. Come on, buddy. Come on. Nah, they're slightly broken. It's like he wants to come down, but he's like, I'm scared. I'm scared to go down there. But yeah, this is like the opposite of the effect that the shulker gives you. The shulker makes you go up. This makes you go down. So if you're fighting the Ender Dragon, this is actually going to be a really good thing. So we do / game mode C / time set day. Okay, let me just clear up my inventory. / clear. So that was the basics with that. So again, it does come in multiple forms. Oh, I'm still jumping around. You can have it in arrows, which is 11 seconds. Arrows, 30 seconds. Potions for 1 minute 30, 4 minutes. Splash potion for 107, which is slightly different from that, yeah. Splash potion for 107 or 3 minutes. Lingering potion for 22 or for 1 minute. So it comes in a whole variation of potions. And this is what it looks like. I think it's a pretty cool potion. Again, fighting the Ender Dragon with this thing is going to make things a little bit easier. Anything that makes you go really high, it's just going to save you sometimes. And this is what it looks like. It doesn't look great inside the cauldron. But obviously, if you have yourself some arrows, this is how you're going to get yourself the tipped arrows. Just put them inside of there. As you guys can see, we have ourselves some tipped arrows. So yeah, I do like this. It's a great change. Although the Phantom doesn't work technically at the moment, it is a great addition. So this next one is barrier blocks. Now, if I go to the creative inventory and I type in barrier, that's barrier, there is no sign of the barrier blocks inside the creative inventory. That is because they do not work in survival. These are mainly for map makers and creators, and we have to do / give @p, which is that player, barrier. Just barrier. Give yourself 1 to 64. I'll give myself 56, for example. As you guys can see, we have 56 of these. Now, for this to work, guys, if I'm holding the barrier, we can see exactly where we place this. All right? I can see the exact same place where I place this. As soon as I switch, it disappears. So, for anybody who plays, like, survival maps and stuff, you'll end up walking into these, especially if they're adventure maps and people don't want you to go to the next level. Maybe someone didn't want us to get that flower, but you really wanted that flower. You can't get it because that's how barrier blocks work. On PC, these fade out really, really slowly. On the iOS version, Bedrock version, they disappear instantly. I think it's a pretty good change. And to be honest with you, the barrier block is actually a pretty smart block. But it's finally been introduced in this version, so if you're a map maker, you're welcome to go and use them. So going back to the Phantom again, we have the game rule, do insomnia. So / game rule, I can't type today. Where is it? Insomnia. And then we do it as true. So what this will do is this should start to activate the Phantoms now. Obviously, it's daytime, so they shouldn't start to spawn. But if you guys are in creative and you want to mess around with them, you want to see how they spawn, this is how you do it. One more change I want to go over is to do with kelp. Now, this is apparently to make the version like Java. It works exactly the same way as Java. So if you guys know, in a couple of my worlds, I've created kelp farms. And how this works is you place down a couple of blocks. When the kelp grows, the water doesn't like update, the kelp doesn't update, so it pushes the kelp down and you get an automatic farm. It no longer works because apparently kelp now updates the water block, which is quite strange. So I'm just going to quickly create something and show you exactly what I mean. So for anybody who's created a kelp farm like this, usually how this would work is that kelp right there and that kelp right there would update, and because the water's not here, it would break and you can make an automatic kelp farm. For some reason, they changed it, which sucks because it was a really good feature. If a kelp grows on this now, it will push up the water source to here, and then it will keep going up and then it will overflow. So the water source has changed. So if you built the kelp farm like I did in my survival world, it no longer works. A better way to explain this is I did bring you guys like a tutorial video the other day, kind of like a tips and tricks. So if I place that there, what I used to have to do is I used to have to place water source on there, there, and there in order for the kelp to grow. Now, if I place the water source on the top now, the kelp will now grow anyway. So the water source, it's the opposite compared to what it was. So instead of the water updating the kelp, I think the kelp updates the water now, the opposite way around. It's a stupid change that I really didn't like, but I wanted to let you guys know that change has happened because a lot of people might be confused as to why their kelp farms are slightly broken now. One of the next changes is to do with guardians. So for anybody who's been to a guardian temple recently, you've probably seen thousands of fish and bones. And that's because guardians used to attack fish. Whether it was tropical fish, ordinary fish, they used to kill fish. And on the surface, at a guardian temple, there was tons and tons of bones and fish. They fixed that. I don't know why they attacked them. I kind of did like it because it was an easy way to get like fish and bones. But that's something that they've kind of fixed and yeah, exactly how I'm typing there. So one more change I want to go through in today's video is to do with ladders. Apparently there's something to do with like when you were crouching on ladders, it used to make you stop moving or something. If I hit E now, it still takes me out. Something that really bothers me though is when I'm crouching, because I'm crouching right now, if I go to my inventory and I go back, it uncrouches me. They still not fixed that. Apparently they made it like the Java version. It's definitely a change that they need to fix because I don't like it. I don't like the fact that if I want to crouch and then go inventory, it uncrouches me. I don't want to be uncrouched. If I'm crouching for the long time. But they're the main changes. There is some more that you guys can check out down below in the description. Things such as duplication glitches have been fixed. Water glitches have been fixed. There's a lot of changes, guys. Anyway, have a great day. Stay beautiful. Enjoy 1.6 for as long as you can because Phantoms and 1.6.1 will be fixed. Catch you next time. Bye.